Right, Minion Church. This is going to be a very short video in response to something that happened today. I was listening to the news, Abdom News today, and it got to the point that they were interviewing people on the street. They were asking them what they think about everything that's going on, about politics, the governance, the situation, the two main political parties, MPP and NDC. And about 99% of them, almost all of them, were completely unhappy with MPP and NDC. What they've done to our country for 27 years. And this brings us to the point that we have to decide now who represents us, apart from MPP and NDC 2020. And everything that's gone on reveals that so far as MPP and NDC parliamentarians especially, they are concerned, nothing has changed for 27 years. They come to power, they tell us one thing, and they do something else completely. So I'm appealing to all of you, Ghanaian voters, make these changes for yourselves. 2020, MPP and NDC parliamentarians, they don't have the divine right for your vote. Whether you're in the Western region, Eastern region, Central region, Greater Accra region, even Volta region and Ashanti region, try and vote for somebody else apart from MPP and NDC parliamentarians. This is a campaign that I'm going to start from now on. Because until we show these politicians that we have the power to give to them to do what we want them to do, nothing will change in Ghana politics. And we've gotten to the stage that we need to change the parliamentarians who represent us. We've tried MPP and NDC parliamentarians for 27 years. Vote for somebody else. Look, anybody, because only Nippon change the other candidates. Vote for somebody else to send the right signal to MPP and NDC. Say they don't have the divine right to be in charge of Ghana for the rest of whatever. That is the problem we have. They think that it's either MPP or NDC. So they are always comparing themselves to the lowest standard of the other person. They are not critically raising the standard of politics in Ghana. It's not happening. Their only concern is to be in government, to be voted to go to parliament. And sometimes when they bring the pictures in parliament, when they are having debates or something is going on, look at how empty the place is. The place is virtually empty. Well, they will say that they've got other appointments here and there, but most of them don't even visit their constituencies. Most of them, their constituents don't even see them. When they are coming to power, they will tell the people, oh, you buy a base, you base, you base, you base. When they come to power, they win bad. Then they tell you, say, oh, MPs don't construct roads. So why were you telling them that you're going to help them get the road fixed in their area? If you know very well you don't construct roads, oh yeah, lawmaker, So why were you going around promising them stuff that you believe you know very well you cannot deliver? So look, people, voters of Ghana, let's start changing Yancy Sim. Yancy Sim in the sense, Yancy Sim from MPP and NDC. Let's start with the parliamentary. The presidency. People ask me, I don't know, you're always concentrating on the parliamentarians now. At the end of the day, you have to have a strategy, right? We have to we have to dismantle the hold on power, the grip on power by these two main blocks, MPP and NDC. And before we can do that, we have to start from somewhere. And the somewhere that we can start from is Parliament, making sure that we remove as many as possible parliamentarians from MPP and NDC in Parliament in 2020. So I'm appealing to a lot of you guys out there, independent minded thinkers, free thinkers, independent voters, people who are opinion leaders in your community, on social media, in your constituency. Avail yourself for independent candidature for 2020. I'm advocating for independent candidates, at least 50 to be voted to Parliament from mainly probably Greater Accra, Central and Western region. Those are the swing regions that is very easy to get people voting for an independent candidate or somebody who is credible from these smaller parties. But these smaller parties, they are not pulling their weight. PPP, CPP, whatever you call them, they have to concentrate on getting members into Parliament. Stop about the presidency now. If you want to target the presidency, it's not going to happen 2020. I mean, nobody is going to win the presidency in 2020, apart from MPP or I don't even want to mention Mahama NDC, but my boy MPP, better say, yeah, also about two MPP. No. So theoretically, no, apart from MPP and NDC, no, 2020, nobody can defeat that presidency. The target, the easy target that I'm appealing to all these small parties and independent candidates alliance. There is a group like that is led by Jacob Osebo as well. They should look for independent candidates for the constituencies as well. And I've been saying this, from now until 2020, we have to advance the argument for independent candidates to stand as parliamentary candidates for 2020. Me, I will stand for it at some point. So the MP at Tema East or Tema West, they got me born and bred Tema guy. Which I say, born and bred Tema guy. If it's not 2020, inshallah 2024, I'll take one of those seats from Tema West or Tema East as an independent candidate. Yes, because Yakasabre, we've been talking on the touchline. We've been telling them how to play the football. We've been telling them what is wrong with the plan of action, what they're doing. They're not helping our country. We've been saying this for far too long. They are not listening. They are not bloody listening. MPP and NDC politicians, they are not listening. They do whatever they like. They come and tell us one thing, they get power, they do something else. Adankwada Dabe, Sete, Mobile Council, yeah. Let's take the power back and give it to other people to try. At least, that's all we can do. At the end of the day, if we want to make MPP and NDC step up the game, step up on their play, raise the bar of politics in Ghana, let's show them, say, we have the power to change them. We have the power to take it from them and give it to somebody else. So let's start with the parliamentarians. Let's diffuse their grip on hold of power in Parliament. Let's bring in new faces from either independent candidates or other smaller parties, and let's change the way politics is conducted for good in Ghana. Something has to change in Ghana politics before it can get better. And I see Parliament as the weakest link to the dysfunctionality of our politics in Ghana. I mean, I don't want to go down the lot of things that they've done in Parliament that you and I know. The recent one is this useless chamber thing. going to spend $200 million on a useless chamber when 200 million, you know what it is 1.08 billion Ghana cedis. When you have schools on the streets, you have potable drinking water situation in Ghana. The videos are out there. These people, these politicians, they don't have empathy. Don't have sympathy. They don't have the only they don't have they don't have the sense of responsibility to do what is right for the people because they've been too comfortable. They know very well, say, this is my strong seat. I'm in the Volta region, NDC. I'll win anyway. This is my safe seat. I'm MPP. I'm in the Ashanti region. I'll win anyway. They have this sense of importance, sense of comfort that they don't care. They don't really do what is right for the people. Let's change that. We can do that. If you want to join, and this is why we have Independent Voters Alliance. Independent Voters Alliance (IVA) is an organization that is more or less a subsidiary of CPAC, Common Purpose Alliance. I'm the leader of CPAC, and I am the head of Independent Voters Alliance. Independent Voters Alliance (IVA). You can find us on Facebook. You can find CPAC too on Facebook. If you want to join us, we want to bring the independent voters who win election in Ghana. What that simply means is that MPP and NDC will, their core supporters do not win elections for them. If they want to win election, they need the votes of the independent voters in Ghana before they can win election. So if you want to join us, find us on Facebook or contact me and I'll bring you on fold. A lot of people are joining us because they can see that we need to strategize, come together, and make sure, say, our activism and our dynamism, as the president is saying, can lead us to find ourselves on the decision-making table. At the end of the day, that is the most important thing, that our concerns as independent voters, we vote and we make them win the presidential election, but they forget about us completely forget about us. But it has to change. We have to find ourselves on the decision making table. That is why you need to join us. Join IVA, and let's come together and make politicians do what is right for the country. Something has to change, and the change can only happen if we come together and do what we need to do to find ourselves that our concerns, our pertinent concerns, are being addressed on the decision making table. That is what is most important. God bless you, and I'll come your way again. There's a very short video clip, so I didn't wait for any audience or whatever. I want to do it and put it out there. God bless you for listening, and enjoy the rest of your day. And don't forget to say a prayer with every heartbeat. God bless. Take care.